This should do. No, you can't watch this. You'll just look at what I'm looking at. And we're off.
I think we all kind of got the same feeling. Like we walked in and it was like this is the most important place we've ever been as a band.
The thing I like the most about the album is when me and Ryan joined the band, it feels like it turned into something completely different.
There were points where I was worried about what the album was turning out to be and if it was something I was going to like in the end.
We were pretty much on the verge of ripping each other's throats out on a daily basis, but we all hugged and made up at the end.
It was like something goes wrong and kind of get in this mode like, oh shit, we're not gonna get this done.
This is Bice. I think Bice owns the studio, or got the studio set up. And this is kind of like a shrine to himself, as far as what I can tell. We're not really sure. He looks like a tennis player, and he looks badass. He's a badass tennis player.
Ryan has the stamina of a wildebeest and the heart of a lion.
He's not afraid to jump in and like almost even take the reins.
I'm clearly the best one in the band. Clearly. I'm always on time. I always look good.
I can't read. George Dreesen, the great ramen noodle.
I didn't even know I was recording right there.
Lars is probably one of the most chill guys I've ever known. Although he didn't start out that way. Here's a little story about Lars. Back in middle school, I went to middle school with this kid, and I was writing songs back then. He took my song notebook and ripped it up in front of my face. But now, he's one of my best friends, and he's really come a long way, that kid.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this part.
He came to a practice one day, borrowed somebody's bass, and I think at the end of that night he had already written a bass part to Cullen. And it was just, we knew right, we all looked at each other and we were like, this has got to happen.
Lars has just always been a phenomenal musician. Like, I lived with the kid and he plays a mean guitar. He's got that Latin groove still.
Today's cut off sleeve day.
TJ has always been just kind of like the direction. Like he knows where we should go with the songs, and so we'll start putting things together, and he just knows where they should go, and that's a great thing. Like every band needs that person who just kind of hears the songs before they're even done.
TJ is a very stubborn man, but it's very good because it brings everybody together and it focuses a direction that the music should go.
I feel like he can do anything across the stretch of any medium.
What can you tell me about Preacher Jack, Lars?
He's a beautiful man with a beautiful beard. A nice grin. He can play mean piano.
He looks like he's in pain.
He does.
He plays while he's in pain.
Make it stop!
There's really no like inspiration. I guess I just sat down and wanted to write something. I just had this urge and like this really creepy kind of melody in my head that had been haunting me for, you know, the rest of the day. So I just sat down and spent like an hour figuring out the riff, which ended up being kind of the main riff of that song, I guess. And I mean, the rest of it we kind of reworked, but that's kind of where it started from. I just got really pumped that, you know, I had that melody that, as simple as it was, just sounds so lonely and ambient and out there. I just went crazy.
Jerry's a very caring guy, and he's very passionate about music.
He's an overly positive dude. He just gets everyone really excited when things are going really well.
Having him always be excited about the band, having him just be excited about the songs we're writing, he loves what we're working on. And so that element is just really necessary. It like kind of pumps us all up.
He worries so much. He thinks he sucks, but he's great. You should stop thinking that.
The friction is quite alright as far as I am concerned. When it's time, I will let you